Sky Squad, I'm gonna need somebody to help me out. I'm gonna need somebody to really help me out right now. Okay. So we got to talk about a couple of things. We're talking love and hip hop, and we got an actual spoiler alert for tonight's episode. So if you don't want to be spoiled, I'm going ahead and let you know when we get to that part of the video. Just hit mute and keep watching. Okay. So we can continue to get the views. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you. All right. Then we got to talk about what's going on. Like we got a little bit of basketball wives tea, and of course, again, we're gonna start with love and hip hop, and we're gonna end with love and hip hop. Okay, because it's but before we get into that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell button, smack, tap, flip, like do all the things to the like button, whatever you got to do. Just make sure you mash it, smack it, lick it, flip it, rub it up, all that good stuff. Okay. And then leave your comments down below. Let's talk about, really what's going on. What is going on, Safaree? Safaree, what is going on? Now, I could have swore just last week we had talked about this notion. Was it last? Yeah, it was last week that we had talked about. There was this notion that he was unable to pay the amount of child support that was being requested or required because he had suffered a significant loss of income due to Erica Mena's direct actions. I believe that's what we had read. Was that not the case? Was that not what we had read? So how is it, to me, riddle me this and riddle me that? Okay, not to be all up in somebody's pockets, but since so much of this was blasted on social media, it just seems wild to me that now you would then show the world that you do have some income to be discretionarily spending, okay, on gifts and chains. Now, this woman, the Erica, is saying that you ain't bit most spent no time, energy, money on the kids for their birthday, but yet and still you got the coin to be running out and giving this girl some chains, working on the chain gang. Again, I can't be in this man's pockets because listen, people spend their money how they want to spend it, baby. But if y'all can't be making us getting us all riled up in y'all's mess, and then only a week later, be splurging and all types of stuff on the chains and making it just looks crazy. And somebody in the comments said, "Dear Erica, just save this video for court." That's the response. Because it's like aren't you giving her ammunition to use against you by doing stuff like this? And I know to a certain degree, it's probably him trolling her, but bruh, like, was this the way to do it? I would have to assume this is on his YouTube page. Again, like I said, get paid for your pain, as that people say. But doggone it. Bro, like, was this the smartest thing to do? Y'all let me know in the chatterization down below, because again, I just got my law and order SVU degree in law. So, I'm still doing my practices and stuff. So, help a brother out if y'all got the answers that I maybe don't have. Okay? Because I'm confused. Confused. I stay confused. Working in this space, I stay confused. I stay looking for answers. I'm searching. I'm searching. Speaking of searching, when is Basketball Wives coming back? And shout out to the Neighborhood Talk for posting that. And shout out to Reality Chat for posting this. So, Evelyn did an Ask Me Anything. Don't you love those? I do. I love the Ask Me Anything because I like seeing what people say. Anyway, she said, somebody asked, did you gag when they played your audio at the reunion? And I know that we didn't get a chance to recap that reunion because I was off in Bali. Side note, in case you guys are wondering, or in case you are interested, or in case you feel like you need to get away, you need to change your life up a little bit, you need to relax and reset and release with us. Pause. But you know what I'm saying. Then come on with us to Thailand, baby. Come on with us to Thailand. Shameless plug, shameless plug, shameless plug. There's only a 25% deposit, okay, that's required. You can get a single room, a double room, all the rooms, however many rooms you like, well, just one. And so we definitely would love to have you come along with us on this 7-day adventure. A full itinerary is already set for you. Got a couple of dinners planned. We got all kinds of stuff planned. So come on with us. Now, but we do know that some audio was played of Evelyn basically expressing her concerns about Jennifer's lack of street smarts and her concerns over her getting married to Christian. And she says, gag is an understatement. Did you see my face? I looked like I saw a ghost hearing myself. It felt like somebody read my diary to the world. Okay. Then it was asked, are you friends with some ladies from Basketball Wives? She says, some, yes. Then she is asked, were you ever scared of any of your cast members? And what other show can you see yourself on? She says, when you film a show for so long, you understand the process and what it takes to shoot with certain cast members. Some are calculative, and sometimes you feel like a sitting duck, just waiting to see what happens. You have to take whatever anyone brings to the table and stay strong, rolling with whatever comes your way. It can be tough, but scare isn't a feeling I know. I'm always ready for war, needless to say. Somebody wrote in the comments, Evelyn is a great piece of television, but we're not going to act like she ain't been suing OG for years and got that woman fired after OG ran her up off of VH1. If there's nobody that she's afraid of, she's been afraid of OG. She was shook to the point of making sure OG was kept backstage. I wonder if she was ever afraid of Tammy. I don't know. Interesting questions. Somebody said, is Brooke still funky with you because of the Cheyenne thing? She says, laughing my A off. No, not at all. We don't even talk about any of this. Everybody moved on after shooting. So there we have a couple of, interesting little tidbits. I would probably assume that Basketball Wives will be back to filming relatively soon. I'm a little sad that Basketball Wives Orlando didn't really make it any further. I definitely thought that they had what it took. They had a lot of mess going on and a lot of like love triangle type stuff. So it's interesting to me that we didn't see more of those ladies. And I'm actually a little bit disappointed because I felt like they had a lot of chaos, but it was actually pretty good. So let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section down below. And lastly, we have a clip from tonight's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, essentially, you see Mendecees and Yandy, but you also see first Jasmine and her girlfriend. What's her name? What's the girlfriend's name? Her girlfriend's name is Erica. Oh, Erica Racine. I think that's how you pronounce it or whatever like that. So y'all know that on the show, they have been talking about these rumors of Mendecees being like allegedly cheating. Now, I don't know what credence these rumors have outside of the context of the show. So I only know what the show is giving us, right? And I know what we have seen here, there. And I'm going to place a link to this clip so you guys can watch it, as well as an article from Urban Bell Mag where I actually first saw this, right? So in the preview, Jasmine and her friend Erica Racine run into Yandy, Mendecees. Rich Dollars is in the building, in the mix in some way, shape, or form. So Jasmine says she's with her crew, and she says, look, it's part of the Frost cult right here. So then Jasmine asks Mendecees if she looks familiar, and he's like, no. Then she tells him, but you've been to the strip club where she and her girlfriend Erica work. Mendes is like, I came there for liquor, not the girls, so I wouldn't recognize y'all. Now, saying that you came for the liquor and not the girls is kind of interesting. I will say though, if you've been like I would only know this now because I had lived in Miami for a short period of time, but like people do really go to the strip club to eat. Like I can't tell you the amount of times that I have been to the strip club in Miami just to go eat. Like, if you go to Tootsie's in Miami, you will understand what I'm talking about. Like, I won't bit more paying attention to, I mean, to me, it'd be funny when the strippers be coming out and they got their pocketbook on their shoulder. Like, girl, you couldn't put it down. Y'all ain't got no lockers in the back. Okay. But I will tell you that the strip club, Tootsie's, if you ever go to Tootsie's down to Miami, baby, let me tell you something. They got this is it some type of lobster mac and cheese or something? I don't know. They got the best wings. They got some good food. So when he says that he was there for the liquor, in outside of the context of understanding what some strip clubs provide in terms of the culinary delights, I would be like, what, bro, you talking some mess. But because I have been to these strip clubs and I understand the business that surrounds the stripping or the dancing, I do understand that you could be there for the drinks. Perhaps. Then he says, well, did we have a conversation? And then she's like, no. I mean, it wasn't like that. And Mendecees is like, the conversation we had was that I asked for a drink, right? That's it. I wouldn't remember that. So then in his interview, Mendecees is like, there's no truth to these cheating, because you know how he talk. Mendecees, bro, I love you, but y'all, Mendes always be like talking through his teeth. See, there's no credence to what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, she case closed. You know what I'm saying? I don't go like that. You know what I mean? And it's just like it is what it is. I was there for a drink. And no credence to these cheers rumors. So he was giving that type of energy because he's like, yo, you ain't got nothing on me. But that ain't the tea that she was trying to spill, basically. And if that wasn't the tea that she was trying to spill, she shouldn't have really led with that because that ain't go nowhere. And it made her look like she ain't really have no receipts the way she had been claiming, like, oh, he was up in my spot, coming after me, when really Jasmine has another bomb to drop, which is that she says that her friend Erica Racine happens to be good friends with one of the girls Mendecees has been having an affair with. But she's scared to come forward. But it's been happening for a while now. But I don't know if I'm assuming that that's why we will see Yandy later on in Old Girl Space, circa season 2 of Love and Hip Hop New York. Yandy, that Yandy has come back out to play. So that's what we're going to be seeing tonight. So we're going to break that down tomorrow. As you guys know, we do love to recap Love and Hip Hop. It's like, honestly, one of my favorite shows right now because, again, it's not too serious. Like, I feel like, okay, we understand what this show is going to give us. We know, and they're going to give us some, it's going to be some coonery, but, we'll enjoy it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wins. Okay. So let me know if you guys are going to be tuning in to Love and Hip Hop to see all of this pop off. Let me know what you guys think about the whole Jasmine and Mendecees thing. Is she just turning in another direction now that she didn't got Kirk? I mean, not that she didn't got him. I mean, because he technically started with her. So I couldn't necessarily blame her for returning serve. But now that she's thrown Mendecees in the mix, it's just like seeming like it's about to be a mess. All right. So we will be here for it all to dissect it tomorrow. But let me know what you guys think in the interim if you guys happen to watch the clip. Or let me know what your thoughts are in general. With that being said, make sure you guys keep it locked onto the channel. Listen, also be sure to Amazon.com, baby. If you haven't already, tap in. I got the cover for book 3. I need some reviews on book number 2, baby, so we can keep this train rolling so people can know, okay, what's up with the book, baby. Big things going on behind the scenes. Hopefully we'll get this book to a screen near you. With that being said, make sure y'all keep it locked to the channel, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.